Good morning, friends. I have two things for you today, and they are kind of related, and I will share them with you the way that they came in for me. Yesterday, late in the afternoon, I went to throw out some recycling, a glass jar, into the recycling bin. We have this blue bin that sits outside of the front door. It's where we put our recyclable items. And in the recycling bin, I saw this little tiny mole baby. And he had his little hands, he had his little nose. He was like a little tiny mole baby. And he was crawling around in the recyclables, and he was stuck. He could not get out. And so I took out all of the items from the recycling bin so that I could tip it over and nothing would land on him and crush him. You know, I wanted to tip him out back into the pile, into the woods. And so I started removing all of the items, and he was, hiding in a corner. And then finally, when I had removed everything and tried to tip him out, I could hear him scratching and scrabbling to hold on to the bin, because he could tell that something was happening. He was getting tipped out. And so as I thought about this message, this medicine, and this is part of the path. It is part of the path to start to see the natural world around us as a messenger. So fully present in this, I thought, and Jen is so beautiful. She's like, oh, poor thing, he's trying to hang on, because we could hear him fighting against the tipping. So finally I tip him out, and he's finds his way back into the yard, and so as I'm sitting with this message, this medicine, it's really obvious, right, friends? This mole baby, he has limited sight. He's stuck in a bin, and something comes along to tip him out. And he's not expecting the tipping, and he's resisting it. He's fighting against it to stay inside the bin where he's stuck. And so I could really feel this medicine, this message for my own life right now, where the tipping is going to come. I can feel it. Many of us can feel it. The tipping is coming. And whether it's a personal tip for my own life, a tipping of my own bucket, or a tipping of the collective bucket, we can try to stay inside. We can fight against the tipping. Or we can acknowledge that our senses are limited, and we can surrender to a force that is greater than us, who is working benevolently in our interest, in our favor, from a place of love. And so this medicine feels so important to me right now, because I can feel it, the tip. It's coming. Yeah, such beautiful wisdom from the animal world yesterday. And then today I was writing in the morning pages. Jen and I and a friend, Christy, is also doing the morning pages because of the Artist's Way. And in the morning pages this morning, I was thinking about how there has been this shift in me. And I thought about it in this way, that right now, as a creator in my life, I am building my sandcastle in the wake. And so I am building in a place where the waves come. And before in my life, I would have not built at all the sandcastle because of the waves, because of the wake. I would have just not bothered. Why bother? The waves are going to come anyway. And as I sort of developed my resiliency in my own life, on my own path, I might have started to build but started to build outside of the where the waves could come, which also is silly because we cannot control the waves. We all know we've been sitting and then a big wave comes out of nowhere, right? We cannot control, we cannot build in a safe place. We cannot build outside of the influence of the nature of all things. And so there's a time in my life where I might have built my sandcastles outside of where the waves could come. There was a time in my life, even if I had moved to building in the wake, that I might have been upset with myself for building in the wake. Or I might have been upset with the waves for coming. And now, friends, it feels like in my life now, I can build in the wake, because I know that if it's not this sandcastle, there will be the next sandcastle. And I'm connected to this infinite source. And I can feel this in all things, that if it is not this idea, it will be the next. If it is not this job, it will be the next. If it is not this relationship, it will be the next. If it is not this house, not this, you can replace anything that you want in your life. It is creating from a place where if it is not this book that I write, there will be another, because I am connected to the infinite source. And so as the waves come, and they will, and they do, I can build in this uncertainty, in this instability. I can just build again, and I'll build anew, and I'll build the next time. And it will just be from this place of connection. And I wonder if you can feel into this energy. And as things are coming in and out of our lives, as we hold the things that we want, as we acknowledge the things that we do not, can we think about building the sandcastles in the wake, creating from a place of profound uncertainty? These times we are living in, friends, it did not start now. It's been a couple of years, even maybe before COVID, where we started to really feel that the ground that we were building on was unstable. And the worst thing that we can do, friends, is not build, because the waves are coming. This is the worst action to take. And so if you can relate the medicine of the mole from my experience yesterday, that the tipping is coming. Is the wave is coming. We're going to build anyway. Sending you so much love, friends. Thank you for sharing this time with me.